Alright, you guys, so I wanted to do a very quick share here today of my Emperor Palpatine 1/4 scale figure from Diamond Selects. These figures are no longer in production. If you know anything about these figures, they were in production of a Vader figure, which obviously was not made in time before I believe they lost the licensing to produce Star Wars figures. So I believe Palpatine may have been one of the last of the figures that they were able to produce and put out. This figure is very, very hard to find. I had a hard time getting this particular figure. I did collect quite a few of the other ones that were produced through Diamond Select. I have both versions of the Han Solo. There is a Mos Eisley version, and I believe there is a Hoth version that I have. There is also a Return of the Jedi Luke Skywalker version. A Darth Maul version, an Episode 4 version of Obi-Wan Kenobi, and last but not least, there is a Mace Windu version, and I have all of those versions in my collections. This is Emperor Palpatine here, and I just wanted to get you guys a very good look at the figure here today. I was replacing the batteries, so I thought I'd give him some due, some showtime here. So there he is, very, very impressive figure, and we'll get a look at him underneath the robe. All right, so here is a look at the Emperor underneath his robe. He is very limited when it comes to accessories. You only receive the cane and the two pair of hands there, force wielding hands, force lightning hands, if you will, there. So he is very limited when it comes to accessories. Unfortunately, you do not get his saber, which would have been a very nice addition. However, it would make sense because he did not use his saber, after this point in his transformation. And then the other thing here with his cane, if you guys can see there, it doesn't quite reach the ground. So that is unfortunate. I can extend his hand down a little bit further, but it's still not going to reach the ground properly to pose it very well. I think the best position for the cane in the hand would be him in a sitting position. Unfortunately, I do not have his throne. I believe there is a throne for this scale figure, but again, this figure is very, very hard to find, very, very expensive, and getting that particular accessory, I'm sure, is just as expensive. I think one of the most impressive things about this figure is the head sculpt, the detail on the head sculpt. If you guys can see there, that is what drew me to the Diamond Select 1/4 scale figures. So I was very, very impressed with the head sculpt there, guys. I wanted to get you guys a very good look at all of the detail, the lines in the face, the color, the yellow of the Sith eyes. Very, very good detail from Diamond Select. All right, you guys, so we're going to get into articulation on this figure. Now you're going to have to forgive me because this is again a large figure and very difficult to handle with one hand while showing you the different motions that the arms and legs do. So forgive me, I won't be able to get the whole figure in the shot at one time. So again, I do apologize in advance. So starting with the arms, you do get a very good range of motion with the figure. As you can see, 360, but I don't want to put his arms all the way around in the 360 position, but again, you do get a good range of motion there. And then also with the hands, you can turn them, so you do get that as well. And then there is also and it's very, very stiff, but you can adjust the hands. As you can see, there is the joint. There is it's a square peg joint for the hands, so they sit on a square peg, but you can move them. My joints here on this figure are a bit stiff, so you do get that as well. And then of course you have bend at the elbow and a good range of motion there. So a very good articulation, especially given the scale for the figure. However, the figure does not stand well on its own. They're a bit top heavy, so it does require the stand. So there is a bend at the knee on these figures, guys, but again, the joints on my particular figure are very, very, very stiff. So let me see if I can get that bend at the knee for you guys. I don't want to break it, but very, very stiff bends there. Give me 1 second. So you do get some bend at the knee. That's probably as far as you're going to be able to get the bend at the knee with this figure. Again, the joints are very, very stiff, but you know, absolutely cool. And then I believe there is a twist. There is a twist also at the thigh. That there's a thigh swivel, I believe, as well. But again, the joints are so stiff on this figure, it's very, very difficult to get it into those positions.
Everything is proceeding as I have foreseen. Welcome, young Skywalker. I have been expecting you. By now you must know your father can never be turned from the dark side. So be it, Jedi.
I do very much love this figure. It is one of my holy grail pieces because it is so difficult to find. So I just wanted to share that with you guys here today. And I thank you very much for watching this review of the 1/4 scale Palpatine Diamond Select figure. Thank you very much, and may the Force be with you always.